a couple of Instagram lives ago, you used this great example. You said a relationship is 1 + 1 = 3 because there's each individual plus the actual relationship unit. And so, as therapists who work with couples, we work with the relationship as a unit instead of necessarily treating any one individual individually in that session. And so this is a topic that comes up a lot for a lot of my clients, even for clients that I work with on an individual basis. There's always relationship questions coming up, and I imagine you have the same experience as well.
Absolutely. It it's so funny. I forget who it was. I don't remember if it was a friend or a client, but someone said relationships are really hard. Relationships have so many components. It's not just bliss and oh my gosh, we have fun and it's all fun and games. Like relationships are effort and work and require that nurturing just like a human does, right? It's the nature nurture. You have to nurture your relationship. You have to pay attention to it. It's not just going to be an autopilot situation.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what makes relationships even more challenging. So I did a Instagram live earlier this week with Rachel Tomasi, and she's also a fellow therapist, and she co-wrote a book recently about breakups. And so we were talking about how, what makes relationships and breakups especially difficult is that everybody thinks that they're an expert on the topic, and typically their advice is based on their own anecdotal evidence of whatever works for them or whatever did not work for them. And so what makes relationships most difficult is that there's so much misinformation on the internet, and even on like social media and Instagram, there's so many like memes or one-liners that are obviously incomplete truths, if not complete bullshit. And it just makes people feel even more confused because they're getting all this misinformation. Things like, a common statement like relationships are hard work. Yes, but on a spectrum of hard work, where does your relationship land? And does this mean that your relationship is hard work because you're in the wrong relationship and you're just like working and working and working, just trying to, put a band-aid on issues instead of realizing that it's probably not a good match? Or is it hard work because you're learning to be more open, more vulnerable, to connect with a person like you've never connected before? And so it feels like hard work for you because you haven't done it before, but it's not. When you take a step back and you look at it, you see that it's positive hard work. It's not negative hard work, right? It's not bringing you emotionally down. It has an opportunity to help you grow and help you become more of the person of who you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.